Dr. Bronner.
Thank you, sir. So I'll just start by giving you a little bit more about me. By background, I'm a naturopathic physician licensed in the state of Maryland, and I run a private practice specializing in holistic primary care medicine. And I want to address some of the unique health challenges faced by Afrodescendants that are deeply rooted in the legacy of plantation slavery and generational trauma, and the long-term impact of centuries of abuse, oppression, and terrorism have profound consequences on the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of the Afrodescendant population as a whole. Now, the legacy of plantation slavery has left this lasting imprint on our health, from higher rates of chronic and avoidable diseases to disparities in access to health care, and the effects of generational trauma on our health are still felt today. So starting with chronic diseases, we are disproportionately affected by conditions such as type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. And these disparities can be traced back to the conditions of slavery, where inadequate access to health care, harsh living conditions, and being forced to eat the worst of unhealthy food has all contributed to the development of these health disparities in the first place. And today, we continue to face significant disparities in access to quality health care due to a number of factors such as lack of health insurance, transportation issues, and plain old provider bias. And then regarding mental health disparities, the trauma of slavery coupled with ongoing discrimination and systemic racism has contributed to higher rates of mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety. The intergenerational transmission of trauma further exacerbates these challenges as the effects of these past injustices continue to be felt in the present, resulting in rising suicidal rates and often overlooked and silenced in the Black community. And then thirdly, I want to just touch on that Afrodescendants have experienced increased maternal and fetal mortality rates as well. So according to the most recent data, the maternal death rate for Black women is more than double that of white women, with 44 deaths per 100,000 live births compared to 17.9. It's also 3 times the rate for Hispanic women at 12.6. So this week just so happens to be Black Maternal Health Week, April 11th through the 17th, which was established to bring awareness to the challenges and barriers that Black mothers and babies experience in receiving maternal health care in the United States. So in conclusion, real quickly, the health challenges faced by Afrodescendants are so deeply rooted in the legacy of plantation slavery and generational trauma that addressing these challenges requires a comprehensive, holistic approach that first acknowledges the impact of slavery and then offers effective solutions. So in addition to the recommendations already stated, we would also ask that in the forthcoming second decade on people of African descent, that the United States or United Nations and the Permanent Forum, number one, acknowledge Afrodescendants as a people and advocate for reparations, restitution, repair, and holistic healing that addresses the underlying causes of these health disparities to achieve optimal health outcomes. We ask that the UN support and sponsor specialized teams of healthcare experts to organize informative healthcare seminars and develop initiatives that directly address health disparities suffered by Afrodescendants, because our health is our greatest wealth. And it's my passion, and I would love to do anything to assist in that area. And then on the subject of reparations and repair, the Afrodescendant Nation is on the move. We are taking the National Reparations Convention around the country and uniting the reparations movement as we go. And this year, we will be in Washington, D.C., May the 17th through the 20th at the historic Lincoln Temple United Church. And for more information, please visit our website and get your tickets at www.nationalreparationsconvention.com. And one of our highly anticipated keynote speakers based in DC is attorney Malik Shabazz. He is lead counsel for Black Lawyers for Justice and national reparations conductor of the Afrodescendant Nation and lead civil counsel for Rankin County, Mississippi Goon Squad victims. And is also the former national chairman for New Black Panther Party, and most recently, he's been doing a lot of great work there in Mississippi. So we're going to hear from him by audio presentation, and thanks for listening. I hope that I am sharing my sound. Let's just double check. All right. And you can see the screen, right?
Greetings to you, to this permanent forum on people of African descent. This distinguished body at this UN-side event leading to the permanent forum on people of African descent. My name is Malik Shabazz. I am an attorney, and I am the lead counsel for Black Lawyers for Justice, that nationally known human rights and civil rights legal firm that is making great waves all over the United States of America in this hour. I am honored to serve as the National Reparations Conductor for the Honorable Silas Muhammad and the Afrodescendant Nation, who are striving hard this year, as they have and we have been every year, fighting for full and complete reparations for our people, Afrodescendants in the hells of North America, otherwise known as the black man and the black woman. Reparations and our advocacy for reparations, I cannot tell you more in this brief message. That the hour is critical and the time is critical that we accelerate the pace for recognition for our cause, recognition for reparations. And we must accelerate this cause quick, fast, and a hurry, because time is running short. I'm advocating that we must organize if we truly want to be recognized. That we must organize like we never have before, with a fervency that we never had before. That we must organize with a pace of intensity that we never have before, if we will ever have a dream of not only being recognized in the world affairs for the cause of reparations, but actually achieving this goal in our lifetime of full and complete reparations. We must be about organizing by any means necessary as we approach the National Convention of the Afro-Descendant Nation in Washington, D.C., May 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. I'm pleased to report to this international body that there will be over 40 to 50 reparations organizations from around the United States of America at our national convention in May of this year, May 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And we are at this United Nations forum. And we understand that Brother Malcolm X, Al-Haj Malik Shabazz, that his birth date or earth date is May 19th, and we want everyone to know, to pay attention to, and to support the fact that the Afro-descendant nation, the Honorable Silas Muhammad, Dr. Cornel West, that great presidential candidate, his vice presidential candidate, the first Muslim woman on a U.S. presidential ticket ever, the leader of Black Lives Matter, Melina Abdullah, her, Dr. Cornel West, they are joining with the Honorable Silas Muhammad. And they will be here with your brother Malik Shabazz and all of the top scholars in the nation, the top activists in the nation, the young people. We're coming together to take a final stand in this reparations fight. We have come to put up a final stand in the hells of North America to once again say that organization is going to be the key to winning this fight. If the powers that be are going to bend to our will, if the United States government is going to bend to our will, if the corporations and companies that have robbed us, if they are going to bend to our will, if state legislatures are going to bend to our will, and make no mistake about it, if we're going to achieve reparations, we will have to be an irresistible force that will bend the powers of this world to our will, and we are going to have to be organized like never before. And so I close to you in saying the words of Brother Stokely Carmichael, Brother Kwame Ture, that organization is going to be the decisive factor as we move forward in this year. We must organize like never before. We must take action. We must take action against the criminal companies and corporations and CEO bloodsuckers that have robbed our people. They must have to feel the pain. The robbers of our people are going to have to feel the pain if we're even going to dream of them bending to our will. No powers in the United States of America, no powers on the planet, white supremacy, imperialism, Zionism, colonialism. None of it is going to be moved unless it is moved by a coherent and consciously, fiercely organized masses of our people, 40 to 50 million Afro-descendants, Black people in America, 2 billion African Black people around this planet. That is the power that can get us where we have to go. It's the only real power we have. We don't have the aircraft carriers. We don't have the ships. We don't have the nuclear weapons. We don't have the military power. But we have the human power, the material power, the power of our people, the power of our resources, the power of the force of justice that predominates, reigns, and abides throughout the 76 quintillion miles of the universe. We have that power with us and the power of our history. So I leave you, sisters and brothers. Thank you for listening to me. I say we must organize. That's what as the conductor, that's all I know how to do in this hour. All I know how to do is to go after this enemy and have this enemy to pay a price. That's what you're seeing and hearing about our work here against the notorious no-good goon squad, criminal white deputies, criminals that torturizing our people. But when you hear them going to jail and prison for 40 years and 27 years and 20 years and a total of 132 years, then I just want you to humbly know that Attorney Malik Malik Shabazz, if you ask him to get in the reparations fight, that at the end of the day he wants justice. And those that are with me, we want justice, and we must have it now. We don't just want recognition for justice, we want justice. We want results. And then we have to have full and complete reparations or die trying in the process. And we can't be the only ones dying in self-defense. I honor you. I thank you for listening to these words on this special UN Forum for people of African descent, this UN Side event. I am your brother and your servant, Malik Shabazz, and I hope that I have represented the Afro-descendant nation in this forum here. I hope that I have represented the Afro-descendant nation and the Honorable Silas Muhammad well. I will see you in Washington at our national convention, straight ahead, by any means necessary, no turning back, full and complete reparations, freedom or death, and black power. Assalamu alaikum.